Good morning. Today we're reading James 5, starting in verse 7, where it's talking about a farmer being patient while he waits for his crops to grow. And it says, "You also be patient and establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand." So I looked up the word patient, even though I know what it means. And this definition kind of surprised me a little bit. It says that patience is to accept a delay or to accept suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious, y'all. How can we grow in patience, accepting what the Lord brings our way without becoming anxious? And then he says, establish your hearts. These two go together. How do we establish our hearts? So if you look up the word establish, it means to set up on a firm foundation. To take courage is what another version says. To stand firm. So remember, in James, we're talking about a life of genuine faith. So a life of genuine faith includes establishing our hearts, setting our hearts on a firm foundation, standing firm on what we know to be true, staying steady and strong. Taking courage is what the NLT version says. How can we establish our hearts? How can we stand firm on the foundation of Christ? And as we stand firm, and as we establish our hearts, and as we set up that firm foundation on our lives, in our hearts, that will allow us to grow in patience. I also think it's good to notice the fact that he's telling us to establish our hearts. So in Proverbs, we see the word establish when the verse in Proverbs 16 says to make your plans, but it's the Lord who establishes your steps. Well, in this passage, he's telling us to establish our hearts, which implies that we can do something about it. This is not a passive thing. If we want our lives to be set upon a firm foundation, we need to do the work of establishing our hearts. How can you establish your heart today? How can you be patient and accept what the Lord brings your way today without growing anxious? Establish your hearts, friends, on a firm foundation, the only firm foundation of truth.